Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I'm glad that you could be with us today. Alongside with me, I've got Jan from New York. Jan, Save Money and More with Jan. Forgive me, I'm still used to your old handle.
Oh no,
Um,
that's totally fine. Hi, everybody.
what I wanted to discuss today is in the last few years, I'm sure everybody's noticed that the price of groceries and fuel and electricity and things like that have gone up. But you probably are not aware of what exact percentages, some of these have gone up. So that's what I'm here, to tell all of you. Like for example, one of the ones this is something that I try to keep on hand at all times because it is the cheapest form of protein for me, and that is eggs. And according to my chart that I have here, eggs have gone up 11.6% in cost. Now, if it wasn't, like I said, eggs is something that I try to have on hand at all times. I do consider it, a good fallback if you don't have anything else to cook. Eggs is always a great thing. People think you should only eat it at breakfast time. Incorrect. I've been known to eat breakfast at dinner. I've been known to eat eggs for lunch. I think it's a wonderful thing. I think, if I'm not mistaken, you tend to do that as well.
Absolutely. Eggs, even though the price has gone up, and it's gone up, unfortunately, a little even more lately. If you divide it up though by the multiple uses that you get out of it, it's still a fairly good way to get a lower expense of protein. I'm not going to say it's like the good old days when you were able to get just for a couple of bucks, a
No.
carton of eggs, but it still provides a lot of options because with eggs, as you know, Steve, you can make them boiled, you can fry them, you could scramble them, you can use them in ingredients. So
Hmm.
eggs are very, very versatile. So I still say it's still a good deal. I wish they
I
were cheaper at this moment, though.
Yeah, me too, me too. That's why the next time I'm actually due to go out and buy eggs, I because I ran out. But I'm going to definitely look at prices, and I'm going to do the math, and whichever one, if the larger quantity, which I will eat them, if the larger quantity, like 48, 24, the larger amount of eggs is the better deal, I'm going to go that route instead of buying, a dozen. That would be the wise thing to do. Um, Another one that's gone up, and I do eat it, but I don't eat a lot of it, is the price of beef. According to my chart that I have here, beef has gone up 20.1% in the last few years. Like I said, every once in a while, yes, I enjoy a ribeye, tenderloin, maybe New York strip. I do enjoy a good steak, but I also enjoy a good, decent quality hamburger or ground beef as well. But, you know, there are other ways to adapt with ground beef. And I know one, ground turkey is one. Ground chicken is also a good alternative. But I do like one of the things that you do with ground turkey because I know I kind of got you on that bandwagon talking about it and you tried it. Is as I haven't done it yet, I have to try your method to make ground turkey taste a little more beef like. And what you do is you like to take beef bouillon and add it to your turkey mix in order to change up the taste to fool people. If you
Definitely, it's kind of a naughty trick, but it somewhat works, and especially if you make turkey meatballs. You see, I like the idea of the ground. chicken, ground turkey, ground pork. You could do many, many things when it's ground it up, grind it up. So yeah, and I got a little creative one day. So well, I kind of miss that beefy taste, so I just added a little bit of beef bouillon powder
Bouillon.
to my mixture, like when I did like a meatloaf or meatballs. It's quite helpful. Does it taste
Yeah.
identical to beef? No, but the texture is very, very good, and I think I like it. I did trick
Okay.
someone that I know.
Yeah. Right. Right. And like I said, the next time I go to the store, as I would like to pick up a little small bottle of bouillon cubes. They don't run that much. Or if I happen to buy a small package of ramen noodles, but let's say I don't want to use the packet, I want to go a different route, maybe tomato sauce or some other, to put on it. Then I've got the beef packet that I can do that with.
Right.
But I'll definitely give that one a try, though. No, it's not going to be an exact clone to beef, but if it's enough to throw somebody off, not that I'm trying to throw myself off. This is, if you're doing it for somebody else. But okay, the next one, um, as far as price goes, well, I don't know. Around here, lately at my wholesale clubs, fuel or gas has been 46.6% higher than normal. But lately, about the last week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, give or take, at my wholesale clubs, fuel or gas is down below $3 a gallon right now. Like right now at Costco, a gallon of gas is like 277, 278, which I have not seen gas that low in quite a bit.
Right.
So, you know,
Well,
so
that's a
I
good
think
thing.
it is a good thing. And what I say, if you see a low enough price on gas, what do I say about that? Fill up. Go ahead and go ahead, pay a little more if you only need a half, you only need 2/3. If you're going to go 2/3, you might as well just top off your car and be done with it. But at a price like that, which is a steal, especially here in my area, I have heard the price of gas is also lower in other places. But it does depend on where you're at too. So yeah, if you happen to see the price of gas and it's low enough and you have a good enough deal and you do shop the wholesale club, that is one benefit. Go ahead and, top off your car. That's what I would do in that respect. Let's see. Another one that has gone up in price is, it's not a lot, but anything going up in price is not good. The price of coffee has gone up 4.7%. Um, what have I noticed around here? It has gone up, but I also noticed that the price of coffee also tends to fluctuate. There's times that it'll be up, then it'll drop down a little bit, then it'll go back up, then it'll go back down. And then, just out of the blue, when you go to a place like Winn-Dixie or Publix or someplace along, a grocery store along that line, then they tend to do a buy one, get one free on it. But keep in mind, you're not getting the second whatever bag or container of coffee for free. You're getting it half off. So you have to put that mental thought in your head. You're not getting anything for free, because if you were getting it for free, the grocery stores wouldn't be able to profit on it. So just remember, in the case of whenever you do a BOGO, it's half the price. It's never a freebie. That's the way I look at it. Because if you look, it does say, when you go and look at it, it does say save 279, 349. I don't do that. I take that 379, 249 or whatever it is, 279, 349. What I'll do is I'll take that amount and I'll split it in half, because that's what you're really paying for it. So, um, Well, anyway, this is just a few of, the items that are out there that have gone up. The only other one that I could mention here that has gone up in price is the price of a used car. According to this, it says it's gone up 26.4%, which
Wow.
doesn't which doesn't surprise me. I know the price of a new vehicle in the last few years has almost doubled or half again from what it was. But I do know in the respect of buying a car, the only thing I can speak on that note is never buy a new one, because if you buy new, you're handed the keys, you sign on the dotted line, you drive off the dealership lot. 25 to 30% of the value of your car has gone out the window. So that's why I do recommend buying a good used car, you know. And if you have the funds and you're able to do it, of course, if it's within a certain amount of money, if you're able to purchase the vehicle outright, that's your best bet. That way you don't have to deal with the finance companies. You're better off. It,
Absolutely. That makes so much sense, Steve.
yes, it does. So anyway, that was my last, bullet point of, prices going up in the last few years. So hopefully this will give all of you a little bit of an idea, because you probably thought, okay, it went up, but by how much? So according to what I have here, now you have an idea of what it is. Well, Jan, I'm glad that you could stop by and
Thanks for
hang out.
having me on. I appreciate it.
Sure, no problem. And, thank you for, your input as always. But I hope everybody has a great, whatever time of day it is for you. And I or we will see you back here next time. Bye.
Bye bye.